Hi, my name is Adriel William, and today's video is for all the applicants who are applying to dental school and applied to UIC University of Illinois Chicago and got an invite from there. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you my experience while working with candidates who got accepted to UIC over the past couple of years, how their interview process works, and the things I've learned over the past regarding UIC. So number one thing I'll tell you is back when I was applying in 2019, I did apply to UIC. I did visited UIC, went for their open house. And during that time, I actually got to interact with a graduate of UIC who was kind of like a mentor to me at that time. And he not just only studied up there, but he also used to work in the admission office. So he told me a couple of things about UIC, which I found to be very interesting because he said UIC looks into clinical experience a lot as compared to other schools because one of the things is UIC doesn't have a bench exam. So they don't take a bench exam for their advanced standing DDS program. All they do is an interview. So since they don't have a bench exam, they want to make sure that you're good clinically. So they prefer people who have dental assisting experience. Along with that, he also mentioned they are very much interested in people who went for their open house and made a visit or showed interest. That's something they look into. Now, coming to their interview process, while working with the candidates over the past 4 years for interview prep, and I did had people every year who get accepted to UIC, is that UIC interview, if you ask me, is one of the most, I would say, chill. It's one of the most easygoing interview as compared to other schools because what happens at UIC interview, there are two faculty who will interview you, and what they say about their interview is that this is a closed file interview. By a closed file interview, it means that they have not read your resume or your personal statement before the interview. At least that's what they said in the past years. Now, they might change in the coming years. That's a different thing. But they tell you that this is a closed file interview. We haven't read anything of your personal statement, so we're just going to interview right now. So during most of these interviews, the candidates that I've worked with who gave me a feedback is that their questions or their interview process is very lenient in a way. They won't ask you tricky questions. It's just going to be a conversation regarding, tell me about yourself, tell me about your strength, your weakness, how do you manage stress, why did you came into dentistry, why do you want to come to UIC, why should we pick you as a candidate, and some ethical scenarios. And I've already posted some ethical scenarios over the past couple of years. I'm going to put them in the description so you can watch them in detail. But as a generalized summary, I would say that UIC interview is very much based on your personality. One key thing I'll tell you is that UIC, similar to USC, is into small group learning. So what they do, both of these schools, they break down their students into smaller groups during their assignments or during their coursework, and they make you work into smaller groups. So during the interview, one way or another, they will ask you a question regarding teamwork. Can you work in a team? Are you a good leader? Are you a good person that can work in a team? And even if they don't ask you this question, I encourage candidates as already prepared a story or an answer which tells about your teamwork that you did in volunteer work, or maybe in dental assisting, or maybe when you used to play sports. So that is a very important thing, that if you're going to say, yes, I am a good team player, now you have to back it up. You have to tell them or give them an example, like I am a good team player because early on I started playing basketball, and during that time I got to learn the importance of achieving your goals together in a team. Or you can mention that while working as a dental assistant or while working as a dental hygienist, I learned that in a busy practice, communication is very important. So in our morning hurdle as a team, we would discuss the area of improvement and what we can do to do better, and we would also appreciate the people who were doing really good in the practice. So that's another example. So I would encourage work on your answer regarding teamwork. And one thing I'll tell you with UIC is not just that you're studying in UIC, you're also living in Chicago. It's just like NYU or New York, that Chicago is a very big city. It has a lot of crime, a lot of diversity, and you get exposed not just to dentistry, but also to a lot of other factors of the city. So one of the questions they might ask you, will you be able to move to Chicago, and will you be able to survive with all the stress, hassle, and everything? So these are some of the things I'll would highly encourage you to look into while you're preparing for your interview. And if you have any other questions, you can ask me. If you like this video, do hit the like button kindly, do write in the comment box. And if you're one of those individuals who is interested to get a one-on-one preparation, who wants in-depth preparation for their interview because they really want to make it happen this year, you can reach out to me through my WhatsApp or my Instagram. It's going to be mentioned in the description, and hopefully I'll see you in a more meaningful video. Thank you.